Okay, guys, hang on, I'm gonna go put up my snack that I had. I was eating some hot Cheetos since I like hot snacks. But I'm going to put them up. Because I'm, at some point, going to start reading my comics again. That I bought, not ones I made, but ones I bought. And, well, there's a couple that I got because one of my grandpa's friends bought a box of comics. And these, well, let's just say, aren't really appropriate. But anyway, before we get to them, I really can't wait to actually, since I'm reading them right now, reading a multiple of my comics so I know what they're all about. Aside from the ones I'm planning on reading or my manga that I have, since I have 3 mangas. All from 3 different series, so in a couple other comics that I don't want to really spoil since they sound cool. But yeah. Okay, so I can't wait to actually read this since it just sounds cool. Also, the people who made this actually kind of has good art. But yeah, okay. So, anyways, going to what I was talking about, you know, what I mean by, porn. Okay, like this, the widow. There's literally a scene where this creature kills a guy after sucking his dick. Okay, and this is about vampire sex stuff. Yeah, I don't really remember what the fuck this is about, but and this is about a succubus demon and killing God and shit. Anyways, though, what I was going to say was, aside from the porn parts, these ain't like Rule 34 smut to where there ain't no story, okay? There's actual stories going on. Yes, there's some, but it's like a movie basically that has some porn scenes, but instead of it being a movie, it's a comic. And there's actually good fucking stories in them. I remember when I first read this was a good story. The stories behind, like, in the background and all stuff, aside from the sex, there's a couple sex panels, but there's, like, stuff talking about what's going on, and these 2 issues is pretty good, and the actual story that we get is pretty good. Also, this series was popular enough to get variant comics. Covers, even though I think it only had 2 to 3 issues. Weird, that's kind of weird. But yeah, that's what I was talking, since like I said, my grandpa's friend did not know that these were in the box, since the box also had other stuff in front of it. Stuff from DC Comics, some Marvel, a lot of DC, a lot of Marvel, and a couple of like Image and Image and Dark Horse comics. But I have to say that even though they are have some inappropriate scenes, the story is good, and yeah, there ain't really that much art, okay? There's like, it's black and white, which I also like about that, since, well, to be honest, I like comics that are black and white. So I'm going to get more comics that are black and white, but less of the I really don't care if I get inappropriate comics, but, you know. So, I was just letting you know, since I'm reading every comic I own at some point. Also, both of them are issue 0. And they're one-shots. So, wouldn't that make it issue 1? Since they're one-shots? I don't get it. I don't understand it. But, I don't understand the numbering. The stories are actually good though. Minus the inappropriate scenes, which are, well, still good, just you really don't have to look into that to understand the story of what's going on. But I have to say, nice cover art on this one. Not so much that one, kinda. Yeah, I don't even think that's actually in the story. This, like a scene like this is actually in the story. So yeah. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say, since to be honest, I don't fucking remember when I got these. Like, it was like a couple years ago. So, yeah. And the only reason I really are fucking not complaining that much and actually keeping these two and these two is because they go in the fucking, because, well, I'm an adult now, so I really don't care, so I can put them like in two genres, inappropriate or horror, since they do have horror theme stuff in them. They're horror comics. So I'm also just taking it as like a horror movie when anything inappropriate comes up. But also I just wanted to talk, so yeah.